Hi there. It's Lorraine Hunt, your director, with our March virtual Zoom rally / celebration. We're just having a celebration of one here. I thank you all for watching this. I'm expecting a consultant or two on. Sometimes life happens though, right? A lot of you were busy, and you know, these recordings are a funny thing because I think it's so important to connect with those that are out of the area, have little kids, have conflicting schedules. So I'm happy to do this. The last one was last fall, and I kind of felt like no one was watching them. And then my bad, about 5 days ago, I looked on my YouTube station, and there were like 90 views of the last video. So I was like, oh, that's so ridiculous. I apologize right away for my poor camera on my laptop. I don't know what it is. It's not really good, but I wanted to do the PowerPoint, and the PowerPoint will not work on my iPad. The iPad has a clearer camera, but I kind of like this when I look younger because you don't see any wrinkles. Anyway, I'm so vain. Let me get the PowerPoint. It's very cool. I've never done this before, but I totally am in love with, let's see, with the Zoom customer service. It's so cool. It's so very, very cool. So now share screen. Let's see. It should work. It should come up with me in the corner. There I am. Is this so cool, ladies? And let me just, I think I have to, the color scheme has changed. That's interesting. I am going to put this in full screen mode, and I don't see full screen mode. Bummer. I'm wondering what you see. Anyway, I think, does that look good on your end, or do I need to go full screen? I'm not even sure where full screen is. It's so cool because they go on as us, and then they can manipulate things and get them in order. Does that look good on your end? Anyway, I'm super excited about this whole thing because it allows us to see like Amy in Wisconsin and Christina up in Lake County and Bonnie, and we have Shirley and Ukiah. We have a ton of people that are all spread out. And I know that you all like to keep up with what's new. I can change this light here too. I have a light here. It is better during the day, but I'm doing this at 6 o'clock with the hope of we'd have people on. So what happens is as you join, you can choose to have your face on it or not have your face on it, and just lines up there. And the nice part is you can ask questions, you can interact, you can talk. But this mostly is just, I wanted to share with you all the information that I got when I was at leadership. And we've kind of been sworn to secrecy, but I'm super excited about it. And here's my little welcome. How's this? March is here. What's it doing here? Oh, that might be better, huh? Oh, okay. Welcome. Last night was fun because we went around the room and we shared about vacations and what our favorite vacation was and what happened and where we went, and that was who we were with, and it was super fun just hearing all about vacations that we had gone on. Kind of thinking about the trip, because you know Beauty Control's doing another trip, and we haven't had trips every year, so this is kind of exciting. We've had kind of a little change and tip up in Beauty Control, but I'm excited to have a trip now, and we'll talk about that later. Some new products, I actually got them out because sometimes I like to see them visually, although the pictures are pretty good. Let me bring the next one up. New products. Here we go. How many of you love it when we have our seasonal items? I love it because, well, first of all, it gives us something different, although not like we have seen all the other shadows. And just the other day, I pulled out Drama Queen, and I realized how much I love Drama Queen. It is so, so pretty, especially for the springtime, because it's got that light and then the darky purple. But this is beautiful, and I love the compact. It's fabulous, ladies, for travel. Travel it's great for, and it's great for gifts because it's compact, it's pretty reasonable, and I love the highlighters. You can see the highlighters in the picture, actually better than this one, can't you? It has all these highlighters that you can use for shadow or highlighting the face. Love the 9 shadows, and you can get a lot of different looks out of it. It has a little drawer that has the powder. It has the blush. I love that, and it's just compact to take to travel, or if you touch up your makeup at work or are going away, you can plop it in your purse. I also love, love, love the dark spot corrector the minimizer. And this is for everything from freckles to spots and even more severe hyperpigmentation. It does not have hydroquinone, which is really cool also, because hydroquinone has been suspected as being unhealthy. So it's got pomegranate seed extract. It has vitamin B. It has vitamin A, vitamin C. It's very cool and it's super effective. I do have dark spots on the back of my hands. Most of us do, right? Probably because I don't put enough sunscreen back there. So that's a little bit about new products. Wanted to stop just for a moment and share just a moment of recognition. Here's this dark spot minimizer. We had some superstars last month. We did, and they were recognized at our rally. One more thing I was going to say about the shadow is what a great gift. If you want a great gift for a young woman, for a niece, a daughter, a sister, that is the greatest gift ever because it's just compact and it has everything in it. And so they get a little powder, a little blush, 9 shadows. It would literally cost $150 to go buy that separately. And I think it's on sale right now. I think it is. I thought that worked like that. Okay, so new recruiting. This is one of the things that's really changed is how we get our consultants launched. And all of you that came in January and February, listen up because you have a chance to do this too. So you're gonna love this. How cute is the bag now? That doesn't do it justice either, but look at the products that are in it. Still we can choose, we can customize skincare, which I know we all agree that the 20s, 30s, and 40s is a little bit confusing, but I'll explain it to you right now. Because the 20s is the Skin Logic. That is our Skin Logic's, they call it now the Essentials. So it's the skincare from like 17 years ago. And I personally, what I would do is even if I had like a 20-year-old I was bringing in and saying, okay, what kind of skincare would she like? If she's sensitive to anti-aging, perhaps I might use that. But really, I think the 30s, the BC Facial is the best buy. It's the best anti-aging. It's the best because it's paraben-free, gluten-free, sulfate-free, dye, and fragrance-free. I mean, it's just got so many fabulous qualities, and you're getting it for the same price anyway. And even someone in their 20s, they're going to benefit from the exfoliation properties of all that alpha hydroxy in the skincare. They really are. So personally, I would totally do 30s for most people, but I'll explain to you the difference too when you go up to the smooth. Because the smooth is really interesting, and that's what we're doing for the 40s. So 20s is Essentials, Skin Logic's Essentials, 30s is BC Facial, 40s is smooth. And the smooth is recommended for skin that's more mature and that's pretty sensitive to anti-aging. So it's got a lot of hydration. It's got a lot of sodium, I wanted to say sodium hyaluronic. No, it has, what's it called? Sauvignon Blanc extract. So it's got a really powerful antioxidant for as far as hydration and anti-aging, but it doesn't have the alpha hydroxy that the BC Facial has. So money-wise, BC Facial is more, I think, effective, and it's more cutting edge. It's more like Obagi, where the smooth line is more like Estee Lauder. And then our Skin Logics is probably more like something from CVS, probably. Or maybe Clinique. It doesn't have the anti-aging that BC Facial has. So does that make sense? So one's kind of like Clinique, one's like Obagi, Murad, Dr. Perricone, BC Facial, and then smooth is like Estee Lauder. It's really hydrating, creamy, has a little fragrance. It's more expensive too. So if you have any questions about that, let's talk about what comes in the kit though. Our previous kit was $59, right? And it was a great deal. This one's $129, but look at all the products it has extra. It has lip appeal. It has the eye pads. Now the lip appeal is the duo product with the mask and the lip balm. It has the eye pads so you can do a little relaxation at your spa parties. It has the black peel-off mask. I love that. It's activated charcoal, and you put it on very carefully and let it dry for about 20 minutes. And what we're doing at the spa parties is just putting a little heart on the cheek, a good size heart on the cheek, because it is messy and it's expensive. So when we're demoing it to a group of 6 to 8, we don't want to use the whole tube, right? So just a little heart. And we're going to tell you more about how you can learn about that just from your couch with your favorite beverage, which I have mine. I ate something salty for lunch, so mine is water. Mine is water I'm drinking. And it also comes with our mascara. And currently we don't have our Dramatic Black in stock. It is back ordered until May, but we have the waterproof. So that's what it is. It's the waterproof that comes in the kit. So how much extra is that? Oh, and the bag, I love the bag, ladies. I was just going to add up how much extra that was. But look how cool that is. It's beautiful. I have my ozone tool in it. I have my skincare out there, my buffer brush, and then it's packed with stuff inside too. And it's kind of thick, so it's a little insulated if you live in a warm area. But I love it. It's pretty. It's almost like a faux leather. It's not canvas on the, it's like a nylon, and then the trim is like a faux leather. It's very cool. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Look at this, ladies. We went through all the products. We didn't really count what we have extra. We could, though. iPads, which are about 20. Lip Peel, 24. Black Mask, 35. 20, 35, 24. How much is that? It's like $90 right there. It's like an extra $110. Is that amazing? And then wait until you see the bonus pack. Okay, so right now it's not $129. It is only $99 for March and April. Is that so cool? Super excited about that. And we talked a little bit about ways to share it. I mean, always your best is to share it face-to-face during a consultation at the end of it. But ladies, you can share it on Facebook. You can share it in a text. You can actually, I can give you a graphic and you can send it in a text, which is a great way to just send it to a friend and say, hey, do you want to know more about this? It's only $99. And it's, wait until you see the bonus pack. It's amazing. Amazing. So another thing that I'm so excited about, we've never had professional training via our BeautyNet website. And now we have these 7 modules. Look at how cool they are. These are the modules that now new consultants and we can go through also. Just last week, they flew Joy Farley in, and she did the presentation about building a digital foundation. How cool is that? So let's start with number 1 is the overview. So kind of the overview of beauty control, and we all learn a little bit more about that. In other words, this is for new consultants to be trained, and it's also for seasoned consultants to refresh. And the cool part is you, the recruiter, gets a little notice, and then the director gets a little notice. Like today, one of our consultants, Sandra, went on there, and I'm so excited because it said that she had checked it out. How cool is that? Yay. What did I do here? Because I did not do recognition. After we finish with the case, I'll do a little bit of recognition, okay? Number 2 is capture your why. I just saw someone that posted a really cool Nietzsche quote, and it said, if you have a reason, if your why is big, the how is not as important. Because it's really true. When we have a desire to make something work, like your desire today may be different down the road. I know mine is. I love today the flexibility, I plan my day. I get to hang out with women and make money. I get to visit and have fun. And I vary a lot too. Like I'll do a little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of that. For me, that's good. But when I joined, it was more to be with my kids, to be able to have that flexibility there, to be with them, to drive them, to do things. So capture your why. And this module is excellent. All of them I've watched with the exception of the social media one, and they're awesome. So capture your why. Number 3 is your spa beauty tote. So it goes over the product that's in the beauty tote that you receive or that they're sharing with the new consultants. I'm excited because there'll be a little bit about each thing, and it's not a ton of information. Each module is about 25 to 30 minutes long. 4, what is your income goal? It's a great module. It talks about how to break down how much you want to make. It's fabulous for helping consultants to plan. Do you want to make $250 a month, $500 a month, $750 a month, and how to break that down? Number 5, build your digital foundation. They're now saying that social media is like the modern age gold rush. Is that amazing? And it's really true. I sold about $4,000 last month, and a lot of it was as a result of social media. Kind of that connection, that relationship we have there keeps us in touch with people. And what I'm excited about too is Joy's going to talk about how to not just be shoving it down people's throats about beauty control, but how to build that relationship and have that relationship with people, but also let them know what you do so that when they go to need their mascara, they contact you instead of going into the mall, right? Isn't that what we want? We want them to contact us when they need something. One part that I never really understood is that most of the business is done behind the scenes. For instance, I'll private message people and ask them questions, or just greet them, or just say thank you for liking my post. It's just a great way to build a relationship. What happens is we start talking about their day and your day and what they need, and then one thing goes to another. You can say, would you like my page? I'm trying to get to so many likes. And you start with a business page, and it's interesting. So I love that whole segment. It's not hard to do either. The really cool thing is that you're spending time on Facebook anyway, so why not build your business a little bit from that platform? And they say that 1.7 trillion people are on Facebook a month. Is that amazing when you think of it? That's a lot of people. And so we may as well be making a little bit of money while we're having fun there. You're on there anyway. Okay, number 6 is give yourself a lift spa. That's a cute name for a spa. Give yourself a lift. And that looks like a really fun one too, because when I watched Maria doing it, she's very real. I just love all the I even picked up tips from it. You know, where she had people stand, how she had them do it. And it was about an hour long too, the spa. Number 7, follow the 1, 2, 3 success system. And these are only the beginning. They're talking about more down the road also. So these are just the beginning. Next module, or the next slide, is at the end. I love this too. Remember when we used to have the certificates? I loved those. You get to print your own certificate. And you also get this amazing bonus package. Can you see it right there? I think there's a full-on slide with it too. We were adding up how much extra it is. It's about 130 in part 1, and then the bonus pack, I think it's about $200, because look, you get a wet dry, which is our biggest seller foundation still. Hard to believe because I love the extreme coverage, but you get the buffer and the buffing cream, which is what we always had, the buffer and the buffing cream for quite a few years. Plus you get the 30s and 40s, the tripeptide and the tripeptide eye. So the tripeptide base, the tripeptide eye. That is the most amazing product. That's really our flagship product at Beauty Control. It's $99 and $72. So right there, it's $172 more. And then a wet dry, which is $25. So in all, this case, $40 more is about $300 more. Okay, so one of the things too that's going to be a little different is we want consultants to do the training within the first full calendar month. That's one thing that's changed. So first full calendar month, and then what happens is when she joins, they don't count that month. In other words, say you bring in a new consultant next week on the 15th. She has or he has that month, and then the first full calendar month to order $500. And when they order $500, retail, that gives them 45% off all of their orders, any size, for the first full calendar months, first 3 calendar months, which would be, if they joined on March 15th, April, May, and June. So April, May, and June, any size order. How cool is that? That gives them, he or she, a really good foundation and time to make quite a bit of money. Is that so cool? Quite a bit of income. Which is excellent. I'm so excited to give that to new consultants, and that's starting right away with this kit. These are all things that are starting March 1st. Okay, so there's the 45% off. And there's 2 ways that she can do that, or he can do that, the new consultant can do that. They can place one order of $500. by the end of the first full calendar month. So we're imagining March 15th. That would be until the end of April. And then they would qualify for the 45% off, or they can also accumulate orders of, any size, $100, several of $100, and then a $200. So if they did 100, 100, 100, and then 200, they'd be at their $500. So that's pretty cool too. It just has to, again, be by the end of the first full calendar month. Okay, so let's go on here. We did that one, we did that one. Did we do this one here? Yeah, we did that one. This gives the variation that they have the two ways. I'm so excited about that. For years, they had to do one order, and that doesn't always happen that easily. Although, really, we talked about last night how to get that order in and not take it out of your budget. Encourage your new recruit to have a spa party. And I use verbiage like, here's the thing, I'll come and do the spa, just pull your case out, and we can open your case up that night, we can get you going and spa everyone there, and we'll just set a goal of a $500 party. That will pay for your order, plus you'll put money in your pocket, $225, right? If you sell 500 at 45% profit, you're gonna make $225. That's awesome, is that correct? Yeah, that's right. Your profit, because it costs you $275 to place that order, and then so your profit is the difference. It's $225. So that is don't take it out of your own pocket. And then if you're a new consultant, maybe she doesn't want to do parties, then you could take the bookings and have bookings from there. Sometimes when they see the party and how fun it is, though, they change their mind completely. Okay, they will get the Spa Beauty Tote and all the contents they didn't. Okay, let's go back, because this is a really important part. We just talked about ways to qualify. And keep this in mind too, because this is how you qualify for the gifts during the Seize the Day promotion. That's what it's called. It's SEAS, Seize, because it's a trip to the sea in Mexico, in the Yucatan. Okay, Okay, so here's consultants. Everyone who joined in January and February, and we have quite a few. We had 8 last month, and I think like 5 the month before. So we have like 13 people who all qualify for this. So listen up, if you're a recruiter and you had someone new, I'm gonna be contacting all of them, but it always is helpful for us both to chat with, because they say, it's interesting, they say people need to hear something 6 times. I think there's a lot of truth to that. I know I've been watching the modules, because we heard about them at Leadership a month ago. I've been watching the modules, 1 or 2 of them each week, and it's taken me time to minutiae all of this because it's a lot of information. We've had the Dream Start, and we've had the 150 and the 500 when they first joined. All that is going away, and it's all being replaced by this. So, and it takes time. Always changes are challenging. And that's why I think it's so great to have this on recording with all of the visuals. So you can really look at it and say, okay, that's what it's changed to. Oh, that's right. Oh, the new consultants have that. So this before is all the new consultants, right? These are all the ways that they come in and that they qualify for their 45% off. So no Dream Start with the New to Rich anymore, which is all cool. I love this because it's more simple and clear cut. And she really has a higher profit rather than working with the 20, sometimes 20% or 30%, 25%. Okay, so new consultants that all came in January and February, you can upgrade to the new kit. How cool is that? All you need to do is during the month of February, place a $250 retail order. That's not your cost, that's the cost of the retail products. And purchase the $70 sales aid, which is the update. So what you receive is all of the products in the starter, in the beginner, the beauty case, that you did not get. So you already have your 4 pieces of skincare and the Extreme Repair Hand Therapy and the Show of Hands, the Instant Manicure, Show of Hands, okay? So what you're gonna get is lip appeal and eye pads and the activated black charcoal mask and the mascara, and the beautiful bag, and a neck wrap, and I think even a beauty book. So you get all of the things that you did not get, all of those items. The 600, we didn't even talk about the bag value. such a great case. I'm so excited to offer it to people. And I think it's going to attract a lot more spa girls because it has all the things, you know, that you need for a spa party, for a fabulous spa party. I mean, I love the ozone tool too, but it's got a lot of things. They will get the Spa Beauty Tote and all the contents they didn't receive in their case. So it goes over all the items: Spa Beauty Tote, Black Peel Off Mask, Lash Impact Mascara, Lip Peel, Nourishing Eye Pads, and the Spa Neck Wrap. Okay, and then for the bonus pack, when they complete the first 7 training modules, they will receive the new Spa Beauty Training bonus. And we went over this also too, so I'll just review with you. Because they've gotten the brush and the microdermaPeel previously, correct? And I heard from someone that when their consultant finished the modules, they actually got the microdermabrasion buffer and the buffing cream. Now, I don't know if that's supposed to be, but they did get it again. And they had already done the other training and gotten it then. I know. So anyway, they get the wet dry and they get the tripeptide, extreme repair. I like to call it the trifecta. They get the tripeptide extreme repair eye, which is the little tube with the roller ball that you just go around the eye and around. I love it. It goes on really easy. The tripeptide extreme repair is really our premium product. It's a $99 product that they get for free. What does it do? It's sodium hyaluronate and it's peptides. And both of those products work similarly, just one's for the eyes, the skin around the eyes, and one's for the face. What do? Sodium hyaluronate attracts moisture to the skin. It's an amazing hydrator that plumps lines. And then there's also peptides in that product. Peptides physically make the cells younger. The way they do that is they strengthen the bond of the amino acids, which is the core of our skin. And they come from different sources. And we've been studying peptides at our rally about 2 months ago. And it's good to use several sources because they work in different ways. For instance, DNA is the mortal jellyfish peptide. And that is a really cool treatment too. I actually layer that over my tripeptide. I love them all. I mean, sometimes I'll use one, sometimes I'll layer them. So it's good to use both of them. Also, the DNA is also very hydrating and has a yummy smell to it. I love it. So that's a little bit about that product. The Black Peel Off Mask, I think a lot of you know about that, but in case you don't, it's all the rage. Activated black charcoal literally pulls toxins, blackheads out of your skin. It's a really tightening, firming mask. It's a great one to go live on social media with because it's fun and everybody looks stinking cute in it. Then Wet Dry, which is our premium. I mean, it's been like our basic, most popular powder foundation for like 15 or 18 years. It's called Wet Dry because you can apply it wet or dry. You just wet the sponge under your faucet or with a hydrating mist and you wipe across the powder and you can put it on. It's more opaque when it's wet and it's more sheer when it's dry, and it comes with its own little sponge, and it has little aeration holes so the sponge dries out. It's a very cool foundation. I think it's an M3, which is the biggest seller. So you can actually I love that you can show 2 items of makeup right from the get-go at your party. Even if you don't want to demo it, you can set it out and you will have sales for it. Oh. Why is it saying that? Anyway, we have someone's trying to join, but it says the host is in the party. That's weird. Huh? Anyway, I'll have to ask that question tomorrow. They have the greatest customer service. So here's the Ocean Retreat. I haven't had a beauty control trip for a while. I've been on 11 in my 27 years, which isn't as many as a lot of my friends, but hey, I won a trip probably the second year I was in beauty control, but that was in the old days, and we got to win it for selling alone. I was number 2 in the whole nation in 91, and I went to Nevis, was just in the West Indies. Now, when the trips came out, I'll never forget, my director was funny in different ways, but I really wanted to go on the trip, and I think what happens is we kind of get nervous and deflated. And I mean, I watched it at the meeting last night. I watched it. I was a live witness of it. people want it, they want to go there, but then they have that little gremlin on their shoulder that doesn't want to let them do it. Do you know what I mean? That doesn't, it's that negativity, that self-talk we have. And but here's my thing, because when I was brand new, I said I wanted to go on the trip, and my director just totally said, oh, only about 90 people are going to make that trip. Hey, but you know what I have discovered? I have discovered that if you have a desire to go on that trip, chances are you're going to make it, because when we women want something, we do what we need to do to get there. We really do. We book 2 spas a week. We follow up with people. We share the opportunity. We walk hand in hand with them and go to the spas. So I'm a believer that if you want it, I've seen too many women that are shy, that have little kids, that have disabled kids, that have, every disabilities themselves. I've seen every kind of person earn these trips. And where else do you have a trip that's totally paid for, that's all first class, that you never think about your wallet, you never think about your credit card? Look at that picture, just that picture there with all the blue. It's like, I want to be there. And it's going to be beautiful. The video, I put it on, I don't know if I put it on Beauty Bosses or if I put it on the Insiders, but I'll post it on the Insiders tomorrow, because it's a video of the resort, which it's amazing. So Recruit One. So this is for everybody that is in beauty control right now, and everybody who joins over these next 2 months, because this promotion goes on until March 31st. So Recruit One, and you get the beautiful spa tote bag, the beauty tote, a spa beauty tote, absolutely free. So how do you qualify? Your consultant qualifies when she places a $500 retail order in the first full calendar month. It can be cumulative, it could be one time. So that's then when she does that, she qualifies for her 45% off for 3 months, for 3 calendar months. And you qualify for the tote. You get a drink of water. And it gets better. There's more. Okay, next. Who needs a new pair of slippers? I do. So these are those little waffle pattern slippers. And so Recruit Two. So you get not only the bag, right, but you get the slippers too. So the slippers are perfect for a spa day. I love them, and they're so cute. And it looks like there's a little bag to put them in that you could almost use like for a makeup bag. How cute is that? I have a waffle robe, and I am so in love with that thing. I've had it for a couple of years. It's like the right thickness. It's a little bit of warmth, but it's not hot. You know, you can wear it pretty much all year round, and it's the waffle, and it looks just like this, but it doesn't have the Beauty Control logo. So that's for recruiting three qualified consultants over the 2-month period. The next one is really a beautiful, this picture doesn't do it any justice at all. It's a beautiful aquamarine colored sea glass adorned sterling silver chain necklace. And it's really, it's beach glass. It's so pretty. If you like beach glass, it's very bohemian. It's very in right now. It is beautiful. I'll show you a picture. So that's 6. The next one is the earrings. I have a picture of Blair Billings with the necklace on, and it looks so great on her. Really, it's quite beautiful. There are the earrings when you recruit 9. And you can set your goal of whatever level you'd like to, but of course I'm looking at that trip going, oh my gosh, that's so cool. Here's the trip. And what's fabulous about it is it's an all-inclusive, not only for food, but it's also all-inclusive for spa retreat appointments, and I don't know how they can do this, and also for, are you ready for this? Excursions too, and there's like swimming with dolphins. We'll see, watch this. So you get to recruit 12 in the 2-month period of time, and if there is a qualification time beyond that. So the 2 months now, March and April, is when you'll do your recruiting of 12 consultants. And you can go over because maybe everybody won't qualify. I know every trip I've made recruiting, I always just, I cut the edge too quick. So it would be great if you did 15, that way you have some leeway. But what I have found is when you're doing this, each time you build your team, it gets easier and easier and easier. The fabulous thing is it's a total confidence builder for us. And it becomes just, you're on fire and you are excited to jump out of bed. You have fire in your belly, as Chris Duschlack says. Okay. And they're smart now too. They have a minimum of sales for us too. They want us to do 3,000 in personal sales in the 2 months. So, and you can do any combination you want, 1,000 one month or 2,000 the next. You could do it all in 1 month and have nothing the next month. So, but then you want to get your commissions. And what they've done here, we have quite a few VIPs on our team, but we want to have VIPs that have volume. So what this is doing is it's actually giving a challenge or a qualifying for your consultant sales goals too for the whole 5 months. So there's a little bit, we're going to talk about that later. So it's not just recruiting and qualifying and working your own personal business. It's also having qualifying orders through the 5-month period on your whole team. And they don't really individualize it. Each one has to do so much, but it's a group goal. It's a group goal, which is really nice. I like that they've done this because we really want, when we have a promotion, it's totally fun and it's, it's just a blast. It really, you get into the whole mode of it, but you also want to create good habits. And so this promotion is going to do that. So 12 was for one, just yourself. If you want to take your honey or you can take a child, I think they have to be 18. You could take your parent, an aunt, a good friend, whoever you want. If you recruit 18, when you recruit 18 qualified consultants and 3,000 in personal sales in the 2 months, and then you also have a new consultant sales coach, you can bring a guest. And I loved bringing guests. I had so much fun. My favorite trip was bringing my son. Even it was to Monte Carlo. We had so much fun. We did not even know where Monte Carlo was, but we found out. Okay, so let's take a look at this. This is the destination. How pretty is this? It was actually even prettier last night. But I think if I tip it up like that, then you can't see me. That's okay though. Look at that destination. It's called and it's brand new, Hotel Unico, and it's on the Yucatan, the Riviera Maya. It's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. And we're one of the first groups to stay there. Hello. There's a great video I did post it, I think on Beauty Bosses. So I'll post it tomorrow or tonight on our Insiders group so everybody can see it. I promoted it a lot on the Insiders group because I know life changes and perhaps people who really don't want to sell will get motivated by this. Stranger things have happened in my lifetime. Hotel Unico, it's a 5-star adult-only accommodations, 24 hours. Look at that bathtub. 24-hour room service, in-room minibar, exterior double hydro spa tub, local host to assist with everyday needs. Do you love that? A local host to assist with everyday needs. Who's ready for that? Look at the beds. Look at that. It's so cool. Look at the water out the window. Oh. How many believe it's possible? Well, I'm just thinking about a couple people that we had 3 amazing people that had sales that were amazing. And we had, I think, 5 recruiters last month. 5. That's a lot of recruiters from one unit that has the amount of workers because we don't have a ton of workers. So having 5 people recruit last month is huge. What that tells me is people have a vision for recruiting, and that's awesome. That is really awesome. And even we had $3,000 club earners. Is that awesome? I'll do a little bit of recognition because I'd said that before and then I got all excited about the slides. But we had Sandra Lemus did $1,200. Shirley Johnson did $1,400. Cindy Humphreys did $2,000. Then we had all these recruiters too. Lynette Tubbs, Noria, and how do you say her last name? Noria. We had Sandra recruit one. It was really exciting. Who else recruited one? Amy recruited one. Heather recruited one. In fact, our top recruiter was broken by sales. So it was Sandra Lemus who had $1,200 in sales. But we have it going on, you guys. We do. And all it takes in something like this is to get a little bit more excited. Well, really what it takes if you have a family is sitting with them, sitting down with them and saying, listen, I'm going to be working harder this month, and explain to them why. And if you have kids, make them be a part of it. Share with them, every time I go out and I do a party, I'm going to give 10% of my profit to you and put it in a jar and have it there, and they can go spend it at the end of the promotion or each week or each month, however you want to do it. But get them involved as well as your partner. If you get him involved, they'll be excited. They'll be saying, when's that next party? When are you going to recruit someone? They'll be, how much were the sales? Okay, here's Hotel Unico. 5 restaurants, and we're still doing the gift too for $1,000 club. You need to attend though. You need to attend the meeting. I'm still keeping to that. And if you couldn't be at the meeting and you watched this, just let me know you watched it and I'll give you your gift because I have them. We only had $1,000 club person there that last month. Okay, 5 restaurants are on site, top chef quality, 6 bars, including lounge with live entertainment, 3 pools with cabanas, beach and poolside service, daily and nightly events. Look at that. Oh, look at the drinks. How cute are the tables and chairs? It's an all-inclusive, redefined, all food and drinks included, plus unlimited excursions on spa treatments and excursions. And it's available to all guests, and you do have to pay a $20 20% gratuity fee. But still, that's awesome, right? And again, here's all the inclusion. So here's all the things that the day spa there: body exfoliation, age-defying facial, deep hydration facial, the Essentia signature relaxing massage, sun relief wrap, that sounds good, the shaman wrap, stone massage, agave for one, frost yourself, select salon services. And then here's the signature tours. It's a guided tour of Chichen Itza and Cenote, dine and sail. How cool is that on a sailboat? I love that. Extreme snorkeling. I want to do one of each. Swim with the dolphins. Coba and Tulum, that must be cities. Extreme Mayan jungle tour. Garafon Natural Reef Park. Selvatica, extreme canopy. I don't know what that is. That looks really cool. Sounds a little bit dangerous. So how many of you could really get into doing a few of those? Anybody? Anybody? Okay, how to earn your trip for 1 and for 2. So this breaks it all down. And I'm gonna, as we go through the month, I know that there's ways to make it more doable. And so there'll be more on this for those of you that are interested. So watch this. If you have a dream and a desire, I've seen too many people. How many, Shirley, did you recruit in 1 week to become a director? Like 18 consultants in a week. It was something insane like that in 1 week. So I know, where there's a will, there is a way. She also, I have a consultant who paid off $60,000 in credit card debt in 1 year doing beauty control. Okay, so let's go back on. Don't get too far off. So trip for 1, recruit 12 personal qualified consultants. Of course, you can recruit more, but of that group, 12 need to be qualified. Achieve $3,000 in personal sales by April 30th. And then your team, your consultant sales goal is, and this is of the new consultants that joined during March and April, to bring 1 on the trip yourself is $15,000, and that's by the end of July. So it's a full 5 months, and it's $15,000. So it's about $3,000 a month, right? Starting this month. So between 12 people, it was like $250 a month per person. And what will happen, I promise, when you recruit people like that, and if you get them to meetings and you have them walk with you to a spa party, go and follow you, you will have a rock star or 2 that's probably doing $1,000 a month or $2,000. We're seeing it already. I see the consultants are doing bigger sales even now. So it won't be everyone, but it'll be, I'm just saying those numbers are doable. They are doable. We all commented last night, even the 18, because we broke it down again, and it's about $250, $300 each person on your team. And maybe you'll have someone who doesn't do anything, but someone else will do $500. Okay, so recruit 18. Same personal sales goal is $3,000. The sales goal for your team, which is, again, same thing, all the new consultants recruited during March and April, and it's $22,500. So that's the retail sales of everyone. You know what goes along with that too, ladies, that's really cool, is your commissions that you'll be making. Your checks you would be at the end of that, an EVIP, but your checks for $3,000 and $4,000 would probably be about $400 each month. It's like a little buggy gnat in here. How many of you could plan to use that for something? And that's not including your own sales. So if you're doing, I would say to make the trip, think about 2 parties a week, 2 to 3 parties a week. And you're going to right there be making, say your party average is $400. That right there as a VIP is going to be, what's $400 a week? That's another $1,200 a month you're making. So it's about $1,600 a month, and that's not including reorders. as you go on, you're going to have reorders. Today, I just picked up my phone and got a $200 reorder. Yay! I love those. I love those. And then I had an ozone facial, and all I'm doing is just what we have here, and I just add the ozone tool for 1 minute on half the face and let them look, and then they finish the face, and then they just do the rest of it. So we don't have anybody on here to answer any questions, but what I'll do is I'll post the video on the Beauty Control Insiders page, and you can ask questions there. You know that I'm more than happy to help you. I am really motivated about this trip. I'm having fun working, and it just looks pristine and beautiful. And here's the thing too, how fun would it be to go together on this trip, individually or with a partner? I mean, really, it's so much fun. I was sharing too, some of my most famous and fabulous and favorite memories is hanging out at the pool with the other consultants and directors. It is so much fun. You learn so much because you hear different perspectives and ways of working the business. And, you know, really it's a life-changing trip because of the beautiful freedom you have without ever thinking about money, and just being immersed in beauty control culture with other like-minded people that are positive and open and optimistic and excited about tomorrow. Not everybody's like that. So talk to me. Whatever level you want to do, you might want to just earn the earrings, the necklace, the robe, and the slippers, or just the bag. It's just a fun promotion to take advantage of and share. And I think that's all. Next week, take advantage of the events that I have for you too. So not only you wouldn't have to do 2 spas a week, because I'm having one at my house. It's called a team spa. Next Tuesday at 6 o'clock. It's just 6 to like 7:15. And last month it was pretty crazy. Sometimes there's 3 people and sometimes there's 13. Last time we had 2 little girls and a dog, but it was a blast. The results were excellent. They really were. We had so much fun. That's the 14th. And then the 21st, we're going to do another virtual spa, another Facebook spa party. And I'm going to do it a little bit differently than last time. As far as the presentation, I'm going to go live 2 or 3 times. So it won't be all the digital pictures to read. There'll be a few, there will be some, so it'll be a combination of. So here's what you do for both of those. I'll make up the invitation for the virtual, and I'll invite you to invite your friends. And then we can have a whole bunch of people in it, and I'll do it, and then you're to be on it. And we'll start like at 6 o'clock. And then what you'll do is it's really fun because you want to participate and you want to like things and you want to encourage your consultants and say hello, your friends, and say hello to them. But a lot of it happens behind the scene. For instance, if they say they want something, you can PM them and say, okay, I'm so excited, you're going to love that microdermabrasion. So you do a lot of it in private messaging, not so much on there. I mean, you can talk to them, but even if they're just saying hello or participating in a game, I follow up with everybody, and that's where a lot of it happens. The team spa is going to be here, and I'm not sure if Sandra or I are going to do it, but I think Sandra should this time. She's got a lot of moxie, and she's got a lot of product knowledge, and what we do is one person talks, and we all listen. Everyone needs to listen, okay? And then you have whoever you invite, whoever the girlfriends you bring, they're your sales. If they want to book a party with you, if you don't want to do parties, they want to have a party, someone else there, I'm sure will. Consultants kind of watch and learn, and your friends get spa'd, and I create the whole ambiance because I make a little bit of, have a little bit of food. We have a little bit of drink. That's when I usually serve wine. And it's a great way to build your client base, build your spa consultant count on your team. So that's the 21st, that's the 14th. So the 14th is the team spa. The 21st is the Facebook spa. And the last Tuesday will be our business builder meeting. Oops, we've gone over. Thank you all. Have a beautiful evening.